and sing. I will wake the dawn. It's given to man to praise his Lord as long as he shall breathe. Praise my Lord with all your creatures, first of all, brother Son, through whom you bring.
My dear friars of the province of San Pedro Bautista, brothers and sisters of the Franciscan family, lovers of St. Francis, happy Fiesta to all of us.
And sing, I will wake the dawn.
In today's feast of our Holy Father, St. Francis, I would like us to reflect on the call of the Church towards synodality. I believe St. Francis has something to say and to inspire us to be able to understand and live out this call of the Church towards becoming a church of communion, a church of participation, and a church of mission. Synodality simply means one path, journeying together, communion, participation, and mission. And when we look at this, the very basic of all this call to synodality is the recognition that we are all brothers and sisters with God as our Father. I believe that one of the pillars of the Franciscans is Fraternitas or fraternity. Saint Francis believed that we are all brothers and sisters with God as our Father. Exactly this is what he calls each and every one of us to be in communion with one another. A fraternity, brothers and sisters all together. We journey together, we walk together. No one should be left behind. And another value that we would like to focus, another pillar of the Franciscan order is minority, minoritas, to be small, to be little, no? To be humble before God and one another. And I think the very value of synodality, what we call listening, no, to everyone, is we will not be able to do that unless we are minors, we are humble. We cannot listen to the other unless we humble ourselves. We become little, small before everyone, including creation. Pope Francis actually, in his message of the World Day of Prayer for the care of creation, this season of creation that he started September 1 until October the 4th. And it invites us to listen to the voice of creation. The anguish, but also the singing, the song of praise of creation. So both the song of praise, but at the same time, the chorus of cries of creation. And we cannot do that unless we humble ourselves. We listen to this voice, because by listening to this voice, we will also listen not only to the cries of creation, but the cries of the poor, who are the ones affected by the destruction of the earth. And so, my dear sisters and brothers, I hope we can reflect on the values of what St. Francis asked us to do. Fraternitas, it is we are all brothers and sisters, and it should be extended to all of creation. We are we have only one God, and He is our Father. And at the same time, the call to minority, the call to humility and poverty, to live simply so that others may simply live. For us Franciscans, this is something very challenging and very beautiful, because Saint Francis lived a life of poverty, not for his own sake, not for mere asceticism, but it is because he wanted to curtail the excessive lifestyle, so that others may be able to live. Because if you accumulate for ourselves, and we don't live simply, we live as an excessive lifestyle, then we are actually depriving others of what is supposed to be theirs. And in fact, it is also even connected to creation. If we live an excessive lifestyle, then we will also, wantonly exploit creation, and in so doing, destroy creation. So I think for Francis, believing that we are all brothers and sisters, fraternitas, is also called to awe and admiration first, a call to celebrate creation. And at the same time also, this living simply is also a call to care for the earth. And so, my dear sisters and brothers, as we celebrate this feast and this call of the Church towards synodality, actually it is a call to communion not only among human beings. For us Franciscans, it is a communion of the earth community. And we can do that by reflecting that we are all brothers and sisters, with God as our Father, Fraternitas, and also we can do this synodality by being humble and simple, so that we can deeply listen to the cries of the poor and the cries of creation. Once again, maligayang kapistahan ng ating amang si San Francisco.
It's given to man to praise his Lord as long as he is alive.